Right now we have the biggest leak in gaming history probably when it comes to the game The Last of Us Part 2. Full disclosure, I have never played The Last of Us even though I own a PS4. I know it's a story-driven game and it's very heavy on single player. I don't think it has a multiplayer segment to it. I know a lot of people love the first game and I suspect that most people will hate the second game. This video will not contain any spoilers, so don't worry about it. We are going to talk about the outline of the game, but again, no major spoilers, nothing like that. I also made sure that the Twitter feed we're going to read has no spoilers in it, so don't worry. If you're new to this channel, make sure to like and subscribe this video. It helps a lot in terms of search and discovery, as well as subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because we always cover this kind of ridiculous stories, especially when they have this SJW bent to it. So for those of you that don't know, The Last of Us Part 2 is a game that's been somewhat expected for, people are working on it for 5 years, and I think it's first been teased 2 years ago, maybe, in the E3 trailer in 2018, where you saw Ellie kissing Dina, I think it's her name, one of the main characters, and it was very controversial. Now, two women kissing is not, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think it's inherently bad. But when you look at the fact that this is a trailer and this is the first marketing piece they are trying to push out there, and they are trying to emphasize quote unquote diverse elements, it kind of worries you if you're a player of the game, if you enjoy the game. Now, if I see a game or a piece of art that I like to consume, and in their marketing piece they would put their diverse element as the focal point, now this is where I suspect it's going to go bad, and my suspicions were right about this game. So yeah, let's read the story and then we'll go over it. Over the weekend in late April, a series of YouTube videos were uploaded that contained what appeared to be clips of Naughty Dog's highly anticipated sequel, The Last of Us Part 2. While the original videos have since been taken down, various gaming forums and social media re-uploads have survived, alleging to show the gruesome action game's story in full. So like I said, the full story is already leaked, not the full story in video. Several cutscenes can be seen on YouTube that have survived. The reason we have this big leak is because a disgruntled employee that didn't receive his paycheck decided to leak the entire game. Now, there's been rumors lately about this game that a core of the team quit Naughty Dog because they don't like the direction the game was going. Looking at the leaks from the game as well. Sorry, I bumped the mic. Looking from the leaks about the game and about the show they have now on HBO, it looks really bad with a heavy agenda. It's going to be super preachy, and is going to put diversity over the story and the experience of the player. So it's going to be really bad, and in my opinion, a spit in the face of everybody who enjoyed The Last of Us Part 1. It's going to be, I think, it's going to have the similar effect of the Game of Thrones ending, which was not an ending you dislike because it didn't go your way. It's an ending you dislike because it was poorly executed, it was rushed, it was stupid. It was really bad, and it looks to be the same case with this game, at least from the leaks. Like I said, we don't have the full context yet, like playing the entire game and seeing for yourself, but from what it looks really bad. And if I was about this game, if I was about to buy this game, I would probably avoid it after reading all the spoilers. Now, there has been some foreshadowing that the game was going to be really bad, despite the trailer, despite the two women kissing, and the fact they put diversity as a focal point of their marketing. If you would have seen this tweet from 2014 from Naughty Dog, who's the studio who's who's creating the game, basically. Let's read the tweet. Our own Neil Druckmann up on stage to give the Ambassador Award to Anita Sarkeesian. Congrats at Feminist Frequency. Now, for those of you that don't know, Neil Druckmann is the director of the game, and Anita Sarkeesian is a very known feminist critic of video games, despite her having zero experience with video games, despite her video criticism of gaming has been very bad with no merit. and despite the fact that she herself confessed to not be a gamer and hating the medium, of gaming, so she's not a big fan. She's kind of a phony, in my opinion, but that's for another video. So she was closely tied to Naughty Dog, and she obviously kind of affected the end result of this game, which is very, very heavily, again, focused on diversity and filling quotas rather than the story being the focal point. So let's read the rest of the story. Even though it says there's potential spoilers in here, there isn't any spoilers. There are only outlines. So again, if you want to avoid it, I guess skip this part of the video. There aren't any spoilers. The clips, many of which were posted to the Reset Era Gaming Forum, which is a really, really leftist forum, have already been pulled down from sites like YouTube. They appear to show everything from Ellie's relationship with Dina, the woman she kisses in the E3 2018 trailer, to Joel's role in the game. The leak also contains a level list that suggests that the game has you switch roles midway through the game, allowing you to see the game from a different viewpoint. The dates on the screenshots and clips suggest that the gameplay hails from an internal build that existed back in February and March. Reached for comment, Naughty Dog emailed the following statement to Polygon. We're disappointed that anyone would release unauthorized pre-launch footage of The Last of Us Part 2. Disrupt years of Naughty Dog's hard work and ruin the experience for fans worldwide. We want everyone to have the opportunity to play The Last of Us Part 2 at the same time and ask that viewing or sharing of the unauthorized footage be avoided. Naughty Dogs also released a statement on Twitter assuring players that the final experience will be worth it. Now we're gonna skip to that statement right away instead of reading the rest of the story, but as you can see, the game is going to be released in June 19. So yeah, let's see the rest update. This story has been updated with confirmation from Naughty Dog and includes the statement from their studio. The story has also been updated with new information. Okay, that's irrelevant. So yeah, let's read the reaction on Twitter. So yeah, first reply, it's time to put Naughty Dog to sleep. Okay. I forgot to read the statement, sorry. We know the last few days have been incredibly difficult for you. We feel the same. It's disappointing to see the release and sharing of pre-release footage from the development. Do your best to avoid spoilers, and we ask that you don't spoil it for others. The Last of Us Part 2 will be in your hands soon. No matter what you see and hear, the final experience will be worth it. Like I said, again, from what I've read, the final experience is going to be really, really bad. And I would avoid it. I would read the spoilers and avoid the game completely. It's going to be terrible. So yeah, let's say the stories. Let's read the response. The Last of Us Part 2. Unpaid Naughty Dog's employees. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention in this video, Naughty Dog has right now, I think, 70% employees overturn rates. I think that's the word for it, meaning 70% of the employees cycle in and out of the company because it's been so bad. A lot of the original devs of the game decided to quit because they don't like the direction the game is going. And not only that, but one of the voiceover actors for Joel, one of the characters in the game, said that you need to be open-minded to enjoy the game, which is a really, really bad sign. Not only that, but I think the reason we hadn't any leaks as of yet until this one is because they are forcing the employees to sign a non-disclosure agreement before they quit, or else they don't receive the paycheck. So the reason we got this leak is because the employee didn't get the paycheck, hence the meme of unpaid Naughty Dog's employees. And this is fixed. It's spoiler, but we didn't see it, luckily for us. The worst story I've ever seen in a filthy life. It's not worth the wait. Me bearing my hype for The Last of Us Part 2. I am a fan of The Last of Us, but after leaking the story of the game, I do not like to tell you, think 10 times before purchasing it. bad grasp of English, but the message comes through. Let's see, the final experience will be worth it. If you just literally created a game where you prioritized your own agenda over actual story and now you are saying the final experience will be worth it, give me a break. Now people are shilling for the game. Existence of gay people worth agenda, apparently. LMAO. Like I said again, it's not the existence of gay people, but rather putting them as the focal point of the game instead of making it sure the story is enjoyable and it's going to be good. Yeah, so a lot of people being pissed that the leaks are true. Reaction GIFs, I'm not gonna put it on, that's probably copyrighted. Why the F did I have to see this? After reading the plot. So yeah, I'm not gonna go beyond that. I marked this tweet. Oh yeah, this is the last tweet. So yeah, Sam, who's a FIFA Brit, I'm not surprised a FIFA guy is going to enjoy the game. Seeing a lot of people in the comments who clearly just want things to stay the same in the world and are allergic to any kind of change whatsoever, also including diverse characters, is not a valid reason for criticism. Go up. I don't think people are criticizing the game for having diverse characters. I think that people are criticizing the game for focusing on diverse characters rather than having enjoyable characters, which I think was what made this game so successful to begin with. And now they are putting the focal point of the game again. Diversity is the focal point instead of a good story and good characters to follow. So before I repeat myself anymore, yeah, I'm not surprised a guy who enjoys FIFA, it's been a shitty game for years, is willing to take shit from Naughty Dog as well. So yeah, if I were you, if I were the Last of Us player, I probably wouldn't buy the second part. I wouldn't buy this game. It looks really, really bad. If you don't want it spoiled to you, I guess don't spoil it. Don't read the leaks. But I'm pretty sure that any one of you that would read the leaks would avoid buying the game. So again, you can take my advice or avoid it. The game looks terrible, honestly. Yeah, I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments for those of you that read the spoilers and the leaks, and for those of you that didn't. If you want to avoid the spoilers, I suggest you avoid the comment section as well. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.